Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Looking for music that lifts your spirit and fills your heart? Experience the powerful sound of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. Find the Tabernacle Choir on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Let the music of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square inspire you today and every day. Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the go, enjoy the beauty of their world-renowned sound anytime. The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, streaming now.
Accessing.
When TV and radio collide.
Love it.
Wow. This is what you get. You're listening to JJ and Alex.
Don't touch that dial.
On 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Your exclusive radio home of the Utah Mammoth is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Now it's time to hear from the head coach of the Mammoth, André Tourigny.
All right, everybody, welcome back on a Friday. It's a great weekend to be a Utah Mammoth fan here in the state of Utah. The very first playoff game as the Utah Mammoth in year number 2 of the team being here in Salt Lake City. And, of course, the coach of the Utah Mammoth joins us every week. Normally it's on a Friday, and this week it happens to be the same. They're going to get ready to go out to Vegas and take on the Golden Knights in the first round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs in 2026. Coach, that sounds pretty darn good. How are you, man?
Yeah, it sounds really good. It's fun to hear that.
We were just talking about how, you know, everybody's young on this team. Or not everybody. We love talking about the youth on this team, though. Lots of youth.
Yep.
There's a handful of guys, you know, that you look to and go, hey, and then a couple of guys you go, what's it like to win the Stanley Cup? A couple of guys are like, tell us a little bit more about the playoffs. You're a brand new head coach going into this thing, too. Does anybody dip into you and go, hey, it's your first playoffs as a head coach?
No. We didn't talk much about it. I think that it's all the team. I think there's an excitement for everybody, but as well, I like the calm around the team. I think everybody's even keel. I like the fact we were expecting. We set a high expectation for ourselves. We didn't act like it was news to us or a surprise or whatever. We act like we've been there, done that, and we were expecting great thing for us. So I think it was a great year of growth, great year of progression, and that's exactly what we were expecting.
You talk to people that are fans of hockey or work in hockey, and they talk about, the Stanley Cup playoffs are a completely different deal. It's a completely different beast. Everything's different. I know you haven't coached in it yet, but you've been around the game a long time. What is different about the Stanley Cup playoffs as opposed to a regular season?
Yeah, I've been behind the bench during the playoff as an assistant coach, and I've been in other leagues or World Championship and stuff like that. I think the big thing is the way you approach it, but like I said, it's still a game of hockey. It's still, you are who you are. You have to be the best version of yourself. You cannot try to be somebody you are not. So at the end of the day, there's a higher focus on managing distraction and making sure you're focusing on what you have to do and the performance and so on and so forth.
Coach, as you get your guys ready for this and you know, quote unquote, getting ready for this, obviously all of the things you do, you don't change the routine of how you guys go about your business. But what was morning skate like tonight or this morning? And are there things that you look at and go, this is the same? These are the same Golden Knights we've prepared for this year before as they get ready to go to Vegas. Is that how you guys approach it?
Yeah, we do a little bit more props, a little bit more details, but at the end of the day, it will be about us, how we play, be the best version of ourselves. You don't you don't change who you are because you get in the playoffs, like I said. So I think that will be a lot of focus on that. So this morning we did a lot of preps, talking about their roster, doing some pre-scout stuff, going through stuff we will have to do. And we split our work in 3 days. And tomorrow we'll have another part, and the Sunday will be the last part. But I think at the end of the day, it's important you don't try to do too much.
As you're doing all that preparation and all that work for this series, what stands out to you about this matchup?
I think Vegas is a really good team, really skilled. They're strong physically. We know that. We know them. So it's not a surprise. Obviously, they're in our conference. We know them really well. So it's not something we're surprised, but it's a really good team. It's a team with a lot of skills. We know what they're capable of. They're a really good 5-on-5 team. They're really disciplined. But we believe in ourselves, and we know what we can do too.
What's the key to beating this Golden Knight team? We were having a discussion about how, last time you guys were there at their place, I think it was that 4-0 shutout. And it's not just one thing to see another team, but when you look and you go, okay, this is how the Vegas Knights can beat you. How is it that they turn things on against other teams? What is it that they do so well that you have to be on your toes with?
Well, they're a good team all around, both sides of the puck. If you look at their underlying numbers, to your question, offensively and defensively, they do a really good job. I think they're, like I said, they hold on puck. They're strong on puck. They're really good at finding the slot. They have defensemen who can skate and jump in the offense. So obviously, you're right in the playoff. The top 16 team remains. So you cannot expect playing against an opponent who will not be a really good opponent. So we're excited and ready for the challenge.
Health is such an important thing in the playoffs, so I have a two-part question related to that. What's the latest on Jack McBain and Barrett Hayton? And if those guys can't go, what do you do to make up for that, what they bring to the table?
Well, it's like the last few games of the season, they were not there, and I think the guys who replaced them did a really good job. That's why you need to have depth in your lineup. I think we praise our depth all season long, so it's not different at this point.
The power play's been so good lately I think people look and they say, well, it's only been the last 4 weeks. I think you would disagree with that and say, look, we've been getting better the second half of the season for sure. But what has been the biggest difference for you guys to be able to now have one of the highest percentages of the past 3 or 4 weeks in the league on those power plays that have been really working for you?
I think that's the same thing that we were telling you before. It's about playing direct, playing fast, putting pucks at the net. And when we play with that mindset of attacking quickly, putting pucks on it, that activates our creativity and how we recover loose puck. Now it's all about instinct, finding the open guy, moving the puck quick, et cetera, and it gets the best of our guys. I think when we're patient with the puck, I think that is where the opponent has time to get position, and we're not exploiting our speed to play. So that's what we have to do.
They ask a lot of goalies in the playoffs. It seems like everything gets turned up a lot, and so these goalies are seeing a lot more action, and they've got to turn it up too. What is it that Veggie brings to the table, and Vitek also, if he's being called on as well? What do they do so well that makes it to the way they can be prepped for these playoffs?
I think there's a mental component at it, and Corey Schwab is really good at it. He's been there, but as well, it's a little bit like I said about the team earlier. You don't change who you are. You are who you are. You have your strength, and you need to play in your strengths, and that is what Veg and Vitek will do. They will be ready, and they will be on top of their game.
How important is it to have this many guys on the team that have won Stanley Cups, that have been in those big games?
It is important. It's really important to have guys who have experience, and I was saying that yesterday. I think we have only 3 guys in our roster last game who didn't play NHL playoff yet. So we talk about our youth, but we have a lot of guys who've been there, who have experience, guys who won Stanley Cup, guys who went far in the playoffs. They have different experience. They have guys who win the Olympics or World Championship and stuff like that. So I think it will be the first time we're all together in it, but we take advantage of the experience, other guys or other coach in our team. John Madden won 3 Stanley Cup, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Was there any kind of celebration at all when you guys clinched the playoffs? What was the locker room situation, or was it like you came in and said, "Hey, quit"? It was like the movies. Stop it. We haven't done anything yet. Or was there at least some time to let the hair down a little bit? Not that you or I have very much hair to let down, but I'm just asking.
To be honest, there were. That was not like people will imagine. That was not. It's like I said at the beginning when I started talking to you. We were expecting that. We worked all season. It's like, let's say you're climbing Everest. When you arrive on top, you're not saying, "Hey, can you believe it? We made it." Well, we knew it. We went station by station and to the next camp, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not like if it happens suddenly, can you believe it? You know what I mean? It just, we went step by step, and we won our game, and we knew at this time the magic number was 1 game. So Anaheim was playing after us, and they were trailing. So the guys after the game, they were in the lounge starting to eat or packing their lunch to take out. And when the game finished, I said, "Okay, good. See you tomorrow." That's exactly what happened. It was as simple as that. And the next day, we had our meeting, normal time, and we did not even talk one word about it. Not one word.
I love it.
It was all about tomorrow we're playing Carolina. Here's what we need to do. That is where's the challenge. We showed video of a few things we needed to be a little bit to improve, and it was business as usual. So I really liked it, because that showed how focused were our guy and how confident they were in themselves and saying, "Hey, we got this." You know, we all knew there was a station we wanted to hit, but we all knew as well it was not the destination. We have other station we want to hit.
You're looking at the Golden Knights, and they made this really tough decision recently to fire their coach, Bruce Cassidy. They bring on John Tortorella, and since then they've won 7 of 8 contests. What's different about them that you saw in those last 7 or 8 games that stands out to you?
I think they've been a really, really structured team all the way through. It's not like they started to be structured lately. They've always been a really, really structured team. I think they obviously play really well as a group, as a team. You can see they play really direct. They have a really aggressive mindset of playing north and stuff like that. But we didn't see anything where it was way different in terms of structure. You can see some mindset can be a little bit different in terms of execution or decision with the puck or stuff like that. But I think in the major part, in terms of structure, and I know Torts said it when he arrived, he did not want to change the structure. He didn't feel that was a problem of that team. That was even a strength of them. So he had no intention to go in that direction, and he did just that.
Coach, you're my favorite 3-piece suit guy that I know. Did you buy a new 3-piece playoff suit? Do you have a playoff suit that you're going to bust out, or is that business as usual too?
Well, I can lie and say it's business as usual.
Got himself a playoff suit.
You got a new suit.
Woo!
No, I don't have a new suit, but I have some who are been productive. Let's put it that way. I feel we have
some superstitious stuff going on.
Okay.
No, I'm not superstitious. Come on, boy. Come on.
I
a
love
little
it.
bit, maybe a little bit,
okay.
but
I feel like
try to not go too far in that stuff.
I love it. I love it.
You can get carried away, but this might be some. Let's just call it my favorite. I will put a little bit more my favorite one.
I love
Gotcha.
it. There you go.
Look forward to seeing that favorite.
We do too. Yes, JJ's going to be down there on the TV side of things, covering
I'll
stuff
be there
for
Sunday and
KSL
Tuesday.
5 television. So when you guys meet up, then you can see what the playoff suit looks like, or at least the favorite suit looks like. So, Coach, thanks so much as always. We've always appreciated talking to you, and good luck to you guys. And we're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Coach André Tourigny. It is business as usual.
Yeah, and that's how
as
it
much
should
as
be.
it can be.
Don't get carried away and get satisfied with what they've done. I love it. You know, everybody in the community is that. That's fine. These guys have bigger goals, and they have confidence that they can achieve it. I love it.
It is pretty wild to see that. I love how what he also tried to do was he went so far with it that, like, the interview is business as usual, too. What kind of a question is that? I don't know. What are you asking me? Do anything different? Prep our team differently? What do we see different of the Golden Knights? Nothing. It's the same thing. We're going to treat it like we're just playing against another team across from us. That's like that's the clarion call of a coach who's like, I am not going to get distracted by anything.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Locked in.
And I do love that the players, they know Coach. They know how to read the room. And even if you're 21 years old and you think you're going to have a party that you guys clinched wild card 1, don't even freaking think about it. I bet the veterans are like this. That's not going to go.
Yeah, Ian Cole's like, we didn't do that in Pittsburgh.
I thought that the metaphor he gave of climbing.
Mikhail Sergachev's like, we didn't do that in Tampa Bay. What did he do? You made the playoffs.
I thought the metaphor that he gave of climbing Everest. You don't get to the top of Everest and say, wow, look, we did it. I was like, that's exactly what people say when they get to the top of Everest. Are you kidding?
Maybe a different analogy.
You expected it. You expect it. I'm like, no, you see literal dead bodies on the way up.
There are plenty of carcasses along the way
carcasses?
to the top.
I don't think they call them carcasses.
There are literally bones and things as people walk up. They're frozen in the ground.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Good effort.
Reminders of those who didn't make it.
Mike, good effort. You weren't ready.
Yeah.
You weren't ready for the NHL playoffs. That's why you're dead on the side.
You should have brought your A game.
I think probably while he was saying it, he's like, you don't climb Everest and then you get to the top and go, I can't believe we did it. I mean, come on. I get what he was saying.
No, yeah.
You don't get there and say, I mean, they don't get to the playoffs and go, we've arrived. That's the other bad thing to do.
No, nobody. No.
Look at what we've done. And there's none of that.
Although, imagine being the Detroit Red Wings.
Oh, my gosh. Did you see the interview post-game with their coach?
No.
After the season? Like, it was so uncomfortable. And I loved every second of it.
You want to talk about expectations in a city that's literally called Hockey Town.
Well, so we talked about this the other day.
And miss the playoffs again after you look like you're a lock quarters into the season.
Right. Were they is it the 10th season now they haven't made it? Or is it even more? We were talking about, they actually made the list of North American franchises in pro sports that have the longest
10
droughts.
Straight seasons in Detroit without making the Stanley Cup playoffs. They have not won a playoff round since 2013.
Gosh.
This is the Detroit Red Wings.
Steve Yzerman rolling over in his grave. He's still with us.
Gordie Howe.
Yes. Is the Pizza, Little Caesars guy, is he still with us? Let's look that up in the break. I mean, look.
He play on the team? What are we talking about?
They got that hot pizza money coming in there in Detroit. Isn't it the Pizza Center?
It's something like that.
Little Caesars Dome? I don't know how they... I like the Pizza Dome way better than you guys' dumb ideas. All right? You
go, taking all the good ideas.
Yeah, Alex Napolis has no good car ideas. All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh, I still want to talk a little bit more about these playoffs. The bracket breaks down. We talked a little bit about...
We need to give our predictions at some point. Do we have another hockey segment today? Do we need to do our predictions right now?
I think we got to do it right now, right?
Did you know that the Oilers and Ducks series doesn't start until everybody else is through game 2?
Why?
The teams that play on Saturday will play again on Monday before the Oilers and Ducks even start game 1?
Why?
I don't know. It's a function of the schedule. There's 3 series that will be through 2 games before they even hit the ice.
Gary Bettman!
I don't get it. I'm new to this.
I know. It doesn't. Wow.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it does.
The Senators, Hurricanes,
they're able
the Wild and the Stars, and the Flyers and the Penguins get started on Saturday. Those three teams will play Game 2 on Monday and start their games in Game 2 before the Ducks and Oilers even begin their series at 8 p.m. Mountain Time on Monday.
The Ducks in Edmonton are there are a handful of them, but I'm saying the East Coast. There are so many East Coast time frames. You know, I mean, you don't have to be told. This is all a TV thing.
guy knows all about.
But there's a couple of Pacific teams that they're relying on to give them late night games in certain nights. Hey man, you're part of this lineup, and you're playing in Anaheim. You're playing in Edmonton.
The Mammoth are one of them.
Yeah,
8 p.m. start on Sunday.
Start on Sunday. Yes. I mean, Vegas Pacific time is Pacific time zone. Yeah. So
correct.
I get it. They're just trying to plan this whole thing out, but it is kind of weird that they're just going so that you have no choice but to have hockey playoffs on every night. It's a bad problem to have. And not only just on every night, on at every time of the night as well. Just like keep that thing going. So let's go through, give a little bit of our predictions here. Let's go through our brackets as we saw. Oh, boy, did I just drop it somehow? All right, I've got the Stanley Cup bracket right in front of me. In the Western Conference, Avs Kings, Stars Wild, the Golden Knights Mammoth, and, of course, the Oilers and Ducks in that late game on the 20th. So, JJ, let's start in the West here. Actually, you know what? Let's go over to the East. We'll do our Western Conference.
Okay, let's do the East real quick.
Shock of a team this year, and I don't know. I wouldn't bet against this team right now. But the Sabres taking on the Bruins. The Sabres, the number one seed from their division in the Eastern Conference, taking on the Bruins, the Boston Bruins, who are that wild card seed.
I got the Bruins winning that series.
Why is that?
Because the Sabres, while a great story and had an incredible regular season, there's just too much inexperience on that roster when it matters. The Bruins have a lot of it.
So the Sabres
and the Bruins have the best goalie in the series.
The Sabres are your – I've already seen this. The Sabres are your San Antonio Spurs. Oh, they can't go far enough. They can't go too far. I don't want these young kids. I don't want these young kids getting too ahead of themselves here.
I'm going with Bruins in that series.
Okay, Bruins. Lightning and the Canadiens.
Man, the Lightning Canadiens matchup is like the Stars Wild in the West. Why are these teams playing in the first round?
It's
this
hard.
Could be a conference finals series. It's going to be a battle, but the Lightning are just better. And Montreal Canadiens fans are going to be so frustrated when they have one of the best teams they've had since they were in the bubble. Remember, the Canadiens went on a deep run in the bubble. They're going to come up short again, and they're going to be so frustrated. So I think the Lightning win that series because I think the Lightning are the better team.
I'm going to go direct opposite of those two series.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Sabres in round one over the Bruins, and I'm going to say the Habs get the Lightning. There you go.
They're a good talented
team. We
team.
don't use the term Habs.
A lot of good young players. We need to use it more.
Yeah. You know what the Hab is?
El Habitant.
El Habitant.
See? Look at us.
We speak French.
Look at us. We're hockey guys. Look at us.
Oh, gosh. Bring back the whale. Come on.
Yeah,
come
absolutely.
On, Hartford. Get your
Bring
crap
back
together.
the whale.
Hurricane Senators on the other side of the bracket, your 1-4 matchup. The Canes coming in, one of the best teams all season long, consistently one of the best teams all season long in the NHL.
I think they're dominant, but the Senators, and I shouldn't say but because I'm still going to pick the Hurricanes, but the Senators, the Senators are the most dangerous team in the East. I just think the Hurricanes are so battle-tested and so ready for this that they pull this off, but I could see that series going 7 games. The Senators are really good. The analytics love the Ottawa Senators, and they're going to give the Hurricanes all they can handle. But the Hurricanes come out on top.
I love how you're letting down softly these like random teams in the East. No, Ottawa, you are a good team.
Well,
You've
if the
done
Columbus
great
Blue Jackets were in it, I would let them have it.
Yeah.
Lame franchise.
Pens, Flyers.
Penguins.
So then we're down to, for you, I'm going to do the same. Canes and Flyers. Now let's go. Sabres, Canadiens was mine, but between yours, I'll just give you yours. The Lightning and the Bruins. Lightning go on to into the conference finals.
Yes.
On the other side, who goes to
Hurricanes.
the Eastern Conference Finals? Canes, Bruins. I don't hate that pick. But I'm going to go straight up chalk. Like this is the NCAA women's bracket.
Yeah.
Canes, Sabres. Eastern.
Wow, that is chalk.
Yeah. Canes, Sabres.
I'm going Canes Lightning in the final in the East.
Right. I don't hate it. In the West, quickly here. The Avs versus the Kings.
Avs roll.
Okay? Stars Wild.
Wild in an upset.
I go Stars. Okay. Knights Mammoth.
Mammoth.
Mammoth in 7. You already said it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah? Oilers Ducks.
Oilers roll.
Okay.
Easy.
Oilers Mammoth.
Oilers.
Gosh, breaking hearts quickly there.
People. I'm getting booed on the
I know, it's fine.
Cars right now.
Wild
Sorry.
and Avalanche. Avs versus the
Oilers.
Oilers in the Western Conference Final. What do you have? Avs taking on the no, it wasn't the Bruins. It was the Hurricanes in the championship between the Colorado Avalanche and the Carolina Hurricanes. What do you have?
I'd have the Avs and the Lightning, actually.
Oh, sorry, it was the Lightning.
And
Mine was the
I'm going to go
Hurricanes.
Avs. I just think the Avs are that bad.
All
They're
right.
that much better than everybody else.
Handing the cup over to the best team in the regular season, that's a dangerous game to play in the NHL,
Usually
brother.
that's the team that flops, so we'll see. Avs have a lot of pressure on them. But, man, they're just loaded with talent.
I like it. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We have lots more to go in the program. Stay right here with us. Stay dialed in. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
This year, experience the NHL playoffs your way. Want to watch a single? Do or die Game 7, a full week of heavy-hitting back-and-forth series. Then check out Sling's 1, 3, and 7-day passes. Watch the Chase for the Cup on ESPN and TNT, starting as low as $4.99. No long-term contracts or overpaying. Just live hockey at home or when you want it. Sling lets you do that. Visit sling.com to learn more.
Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The biggest name.
You're locked into JJ and Alex. With the insight and analysis on the teams you can't live without. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Nice lead in there. It's really hard not to sing along with all of our rejoins. I think I congratulate myself for not doing it every time. So
This show would have been off the air a long time ago if we did.
You know who came into the studio and actually did start singing it?
Watching you.
Sam Farnsworth's a big Hall & Oates guy.
I do wish that, I want to see in the studio some guy going, okay, give me those claps again. No. Start over. Private eyes. Clap, clap. 1, 2. I know how
Guys,
that goes, man.
Too much noise. We
I
gotta
know.
get the clap.
It's really dumb. Hey, Sam
I think
Farnsworth.
that song could use more cowbell, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, just one single. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Boom. It would have worked.
I agree.
All right. Hey, Sam Farnsworth walked by, so we stole him out of the hallway here.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Yeah,
He just came up here looking for treats, and now he has to work.
Someone said something about donuts.
Well,
That's
look,
all.
anytime us sports guys have food anywhere near our studio out here, then boom, then we do it. You don't have to do a newscast right now sometime, do you?
No, I'm good.
It's not. Okay.
I got time.
Whew.
Yeah, you want to see it's like when you drop some crumbs on the floor somewhere, and then within 5 minutes there's suddenly a huge group of ants, right?
Yeah.
Just throw some donuts out in the middle of a newsroom somewhere, and before you know it.
Oh, dude. That was always my favorite thing. When
There's more people in this room than there are cars in the parking lot. Make that make sense.
No, what I loved was because there's a buffet table that's just set up all the time in the newsroom. Mm-hmm. People want to pretend like it's not anything else, but it is one thing, and it is leftover food brought from other meetings. It is pizza on the holidays or a Thanksgiving meal on the holidays, And that table is a sacred space where people come out of the woodwork that you haven't seen for months.
That's right. Who are you? Hey, guys.
I noticed you have 7 pieces of pizza on that.
There's pizza here?
Excuse me, neckbeard. I noticed you had 7 pieces of pizza on that tray or on that plate. I just want to know, are you taking that back to an edit bay? Is that what you do here? Anyway, yes, newsrooms and food. It's a constantly fun running joke. We do have some tickets to give away for tomorrow's Real. No, is it tomorrow? Yeah. Real Salt Lake versus San Diego FC. What's their mascot?
FC.
Okay. Excuse you. Excuse you.
Better than FU.
Real Salt Lake and San Diego FC fighting it out at America First Field tomorrow. We've got a family pack of 5 tickets to give to you. 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-9663. There you go. We have some bold predictions that have been thrown around. I saw that there were some bold predictions for other conferences, and I started diving into theirs too. But the Big 12 has some bold predictions for 2026, and I just wanted to rack focus on some of the most pertinent teams here that are in the Big 12 and what they say about them. Haven't seen a Pac-12 bold prediction yet. Annapolis, have you? No Pac-12 predictions yet? Okay.
They're coming.
Stand by. So the Big 12 bold predictions. Here are the one, and I'm going to say right out of the gate, they had to choose whether or not they were going to go full negative or full positive on both of these on teams. Okay, so they go full positive on BYU, and they take a pot shot at the Utes, I think, for what they think is going to be the quote unquote bold prediction. But you can listen to it. So I'm gonna go through here, and you tell me if this is true or not. The prediction for BYU was the defense is better, that is even better than last year. The Cougs were one of the top units in the country last year, under heralded coordinator Jay Hill. Despite losing Hill and star linebacker Jack Kelly, there are reasons to believe BYU could be better. I don't disagree with that. Isaiah Glasker and safety Faletau Satuala, defensive tackle Keanu Tanavasa have cases to be the best at their respective positions in the entire Big 12. K-pop is taking heat. They didn't say K-pop, but I did just to, abbreviate things. And now I've ruined it. Is taking on his first primary play calling role, but Kalani Sitake's steady hand will once again get the best out of BYU. True or false, BYU's defense will be better this year under a first-year Kelly Poppinga under the DC title at BYU.
I think they'll be better because they're bringing so many guys back. I think that they have a lot of experience coming back. Scheme is what it is. I don't think that that's going to be any impact one way or the other. I think it's going to be similar. But Faletau Satuala is 1 year older. Keanu Tanavasa has been in the system for a year. Jack Kelly is being replaced by Katie Luave, who was outstanding at Cal. So Jack Kelly is going to get drafted, and they may not miss a beat there because Uluave is very, very, very good.
What are his is he 6'4", 6'3"? He's
Uluave?
not he's not undersized, is he?
I don't know his size.
I just don't want like a 5'10" and a half, guy coming in. Anyway, keep going.
What stands out to me,
he's 6'1", 235.
All right, that's linebacker size.
Is that the coaches have been saying all spring that Kedu Luave is one of the top 2 or 3 fastest guys on BYU's football team. And this is your middle linebacker, right? So,
which is that was the thing too about Jack Kelly, not to that level, but it was always this guy will hunt down people, and they are shocked by how quickly he closes.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing you're getting also in return. And that's what they ask of you in that position in a Kalani Sitake defense anyway.
If Isaiah Glasker's healthy, and they're bringing back Johnson in the defensive backfield, they're loaded all over. So I could buy this. I can buy this take that the defense is going to be even better.
And after all that is said, Faletau Satuala might be the best defender on the entire defensive side of things after everything's said and done. I'm okay with that. I don't know if necessarily it needs to be quote-unquote better. Even if it's the same, that's still an elite defensive unit. As long as you don't lose, as long as you don't get down a couple of pegs on the level of where you were last year, then I think you're going to be okay. Now, the Utah side of things was wild because I think this is the exact opposite of what's going to happen. But the bold prediction for Utah was the passing offense ranks in the Big 12's bottom 3.
Oh.
And I thought that was a strange...
so they're predicting that they will rank in the bottom 3?
That they will rank in the bottom 3.
I disagree with that.
Here's what he says. The Utes brought in offensive coordinator Kevin McGivern to replace departing coordinator Jason Beck, who left with Cal Whittingham for Michigan. McGivern has run multiple different offenses during his time as coordinator, but he will quickly learn that incumbent quarterbacks Devin Dampier and Bird Ficklin don't give him many options in the passing game.
Ooh.
Instead, expect the Utes to err away from the pass and lead on reads and options as this season goes along. Did he look and see what the stats were on Devin Dampier when he was throwing the football?
Do you want me to be devil's advocate here?
Are you going to say they were already in the bottom
Where
three?
did you think Utah ranked in passing offense in the Big 12 last year?
Listen,
I'm taking your guesses.
Bottom 5?
Almost. Not quite.
7, bottom 8.
Yes.
Okay.
They were 11th out of 16 teams last year. So we've talked about it. We talked about it the other day. We talked about what can the Utes do offensively to get better. Well, they need to be able to take deeper shots. They've got to spread the field. They got to be able to stretch the field in the pass game. And if they can't do that, it's going to be hard for this thing to take another level. And you look at the stats, and they were good. They were fine. Devin Dampier's stats last year were so much better than his New Mexico stats, especially efficiency-wise. Much more efficient. Less interceptions, more touchdown passes. But still, after all that said and done, they ranked 11th in passing offense.
What's interesting about this is the way it was written up made it sound like Kevin McGivern doesn't know what he wants on offense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he's done so many offenses that just haven't worked. But, they're trying to paint the picture like this guy has no idea what he's doing coming in and calling plays. And I think that the style of offense he is bringing in will lend to them being more capable on the passing side of things.
Even if this becomes true, that they were in the bottom 3 passing, their rush offense is so good that it doesn't really matter.
Right. What were they
last year?
They were number one
by
right?
a mile.
By a mile.
Yeah.
They rushed for 3,462 yards last year and 41 touchdowns. The closest team to them in production,
Navy,
in the Big 12 was Arizona State at 2,500 yards. They had more than 900 yards rushing than any other team in the conference.
Wow.
That's a lot of production.
But they use it like it's he's
like
just
a negative, right?
He's just going to lean on the dumb run game. Kyle Whittingham about to burst a blood vessel hearing that kind of stuff.
Parker, and you've got Devin Dampier, and you've got Bird Ficklin, who can break a 60-yarder just like that. Lean into it then.
Yes.
Who cares?
I agree with that. But on the same token, I think that's what may allow Kevin McGivern a little more freedom to maybe explore what they can do in the air. With Dampier throwing the football. My biggest question with their pass game, and I think it's probably everyone's biggest question, is who is he going to throw it to, right? Because you lose some of your top talents there in the transfer portal.
Your 2 receivers from last year are gone,
right? And so who's he going to throw to?
Top receivers.
I know they've been speaking highly of someone like Nate Johnson evolving into that wide receiver role, but let's be honest, he hasn't really. I gotta see it to believe it.
He's not a receiver, exactly.
Right.
If the receiver you're talking about is playing receiver for the first time, then there might be an issue there, right?
And I was just glancing through the roster, what they got, like 7 or 8 tight ends on there, and not a single one of them has really done much to, to prove that tight end factory that they've had recently will continue. The one guy though that I'm super intrigued with is Pagan, who comes over from Utah State. He's familiar with Kevin McGivern. He was very good up there at Utah State with Bryson Barnes, and I know we drew some comparisons between Barnes and Dampier and their styles of play. So, it's still, even though it's the same offensive coordinator, it's still a new team, new quarterback, new offense for him. But I'm optimistic that he can be a very productive receiver for the Utes. So
that could be their go-to guy.
We're going to have Steve Bartle at the top of the hour in the 5 o'clock hour, and I'm interested to see what he thinks about what will change to be able to get them to where there's more balance. I think everyone would agree you don't need to be 1,000 yards better than the next team on the rushing side of things. However, this is a team that finished third in the conference, or 7-2 in conference play. They were 10-2 overall. Like, you can go, they have one of the worst passing offenses in the Big 12. It's like they went 10-2.
Yeah, they still won a lot of games.
Like, that's not. I'm interested to see what Steve will say about it. Sam, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, I just crashed the party. That's all.
No problem. Tell us if there's still donuts out there, huh?
I will investigate, guys.
We're hard to work here. I hope there's one left when we get out of here.
I hope we get a KSL investigative promo.
Look, I see the Nutty Buddies in the fridge there. I don't know who those belong to.
There's still
we also provided those, so you can grab one of those on the way out too.
Right.
You put it in the donut. Yeah, that's what you do.
Beautiful.
That's a guy that knows. That's a guy that knows right there. He's tried that one.
That sounds like the Nutty Buddy in the donut sounds like a milkshake topper.
Well, what it is like one of those workout wheels that you eat.
Perfect.
It's for your abs, but but in the different direction.
Yeah.
Sam, thanks, man.
Thanks,
we always
guys.
appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got a top 10 next. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.
Your home for the best coverage of the Jazz, Utes, and Cougars is right here on The Zone. This is JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
I just wanted to be Michael McDonald for 1 second. Would you shut your mouth
were
back there?
You had your chance.
Pipe down. You're the one who played it. All right? It's your fault.
Good vibes, man.
Welcome back. It's a Friday. Thanks for being with us on the KSL Sports Zone. JJ and Alex. Can we revisit what Clayton Keller just said in the Mammoth at 50 update here? Because I want to hear what he said. I had a hard time hearing what he said a little bit. So here it is, recorded with what I assume is a Sony Walkman inside the Mammoth showers. Take a listen.
I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's, blow past our expectations.
Here's what it
I
is.
can't wait for it.
JJ, here it is.
Everyone's kind of been talking about it. People I've met in the community.
What is going on in the background here?
Put some Pert Plus in the hand.
Hopefully no one dropped soap.
I do love the idea. Of somebody like the.
Just glad no one was on the toilet.
Old school, I know. Old school media interviews were that, though. Where it's just like, hey, you're going to have to catch Billy before he leaves you. He's in the shower, so. And they just get a comment. I was like, we can't mic up that guy a little bit better? I'm just saying. It definitely had the vibe of recording it while he was in a stall at the
let your imagination run wild with that clip.
That's what I was thinking.
What is going on there?
That's fine. That's the way it is. All right. Different type of top 10 today.
Different type?
Yes.
Okay. You throwing me for a loop here?
Yes, a little bit.
It's hard enough as it is. You got to do that to me?
Yeah, but listen. Well, this one
You've embarrassed me on the radio 4 days a week for the last 2 years.
But here's why it's better. You technically don't get any of them wrong? Question mark?
I like a challenge, though.
I know. This will be challenging still because it's going to be on the spot, and you're not going to be able to – it might be actually difficult to finish in the full minute. So I'll give you – we don't need to do the timer. So what I'm going to do is top 10 events you have covered during your sports career. Top 10 events that you've covered, that you've been at. Not just like, well, I talked about it on TV after we got some highlights. So I just got to
list things that I've been to?
It's not just about that. You have to tell me the best places that you've been, like the best event in that moment that you covered. Okay?
Okay.
On your mark, get set, go.
The Super Bowl? Do I have to name the Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Are
they all on the list? They're all in the top 10?
Probably.
This last one you didn't care
Western
for, right?
Conference Finals, Jazz in 2007.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
in 2011 was a wild adventure.
Okay.
The Tokyo Olympics 2021 during COVID.
Hold on. Pause. I'm going to say that the Super Bowl that you mentioned, that only counts as one.
Okay, then
so
I'll go with that
Bowls.
Seahawks-Patriots ending. I was there for that.
Okay, there you go.
So that's one of those Super Bowls that really stand out.
We'll just say the Super Bowl, and that was the one you picked.
There you
Perfect.
go. Okay. Various NCAA tournaments. What else?
Were you there at the BYU-Iona
I was.
matchup? Okay.
I was there in Dayton.
That's pretty wild.
I was doing a stand-up, and this is on video. While I'm doing my stand-up recorded, an usher is coming to get me.
To say what?
To kick me out.
Oh.
You can't do it in the tunnel. He was coming to get me out of the tunnel.
Oh, I would have paid to see that.
It's on video.
The guy coming after you?
Yeah.
You come back here.
Rose Bowls, multiple.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Oh, man, there's been so many great ones.
Did you have to go down to did you go to the Sugar Bowl?
No, that was so Tom Kirkland went down to the Super Bowl in Sugar Bowl.
TK.
I did the highlights, which was fun for me. It was early on. It was 2008.
So you're like, okay, he's down there doing this. I get to jump in front of the camera.
I got to do the highlights of the Sugar Bowl on KSL. That was
nice.
That was fun for me at that point in my career.
I think we're at about 6.
So is that it? I mean, there's so many.
Wow, making you pare them down.
Gosh dang, what am I missing?
I'm just taking it and making
you really
pare
put
them
me
down.
on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Vegas Bowls did I do? Throw that in there. The Vegas Bowl. I've covered like 10, double-digit Vegas Bowls.
Listen, I've been the Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl at Sam Boyd Stadium. I don't want to remember any of those, so I don't think that'd be a fun one for me.
I was there for everyone at BYU and Utah have been in, I swear. So I think I can't think of any more. I mean, I'm about to experience the Stanley Cup Playoffs that I didn't think I'd ever.
Yeah.
So that's there now this weekend.
So it's pre on the list.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool when I go to the NHL
Donovan
playoffs.
Mitchell and the Jazz beating the Thunder in the playoffs over here was.
I don't hate that.
That was special, and that was at the height of Donovan mania here. I mean, Donovan was good. He could have ran for governor that year and won. It was unbelievable. It sucks that it ended the way it did, but for that moment, that series, it felt like something special was brewing in Utah.
Oh, you know what?
Fun.
I've got one for you that I always thought was a pretty wild one. Is when you went down and you interviewed the guy who does all the busts for the NFL
Blair
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I sat there
for the Football Hall of Fame.
He's got this like a warehouse type thing.
The studio, yeah.
And Bruce Smith flew out to Utah.
Now, he was a football player, is that right?
Stop it.
Bruce Smith might be the best defender ever.
The Bruce Smith is just sitting there while Blair Buswell is sculpting his bust for the Hall of Fame. And I get to sit there and have a conversation with Bruce Smith while this is happening.
I've heard tale that Bruce Smith's hands are massive. Is this true?
He is just a giant human being.
His whole aura is massive.
A chance to put a microphone in front of Kobe, all the playoff series we covered there. I'll remember those things. I don't know.
That's a pretty good list.
Did I get there?
Yeah.
I mean, I did not expect that question
I'm
today.
trying to think of weird ones, too.
Weird things I've covered? I mean, there's plenty of those.
I'm not saying people. Don't mention weird people.
Remember the Do Tour? I used to do. I had when the Do Tour was in Salt Lake.
How'd you pull off that 360 spin
like
with the
6
BMX?
live shots a day.
Oh my!
At the Do Tour across the street.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
I could keep going if we sat here long enough, but that's quite a bit.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Hey, Beehive Meals, of course, the sponsor of the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week program. How does it work? Well, you go to KSLSports.com/contests, and you listen every Thursday afternoon where we pick a winner. And the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week gets $250, courtesy of Beehive Meals. And we'll give them a shout. We give them a shout out, not just over the air, but also on our social media pages here for KSL Sports. And we just love being able to honor those youth sports volunteers. You can do the same thing by nominating someone today at KSLSports.com/contests. And then we'll read a winner off every week. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Steve Bartle, our Ute Insider for KSLSports.com, going to join us right around the corner. So stay here, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.
Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.